Hey everyone, Arish Crisp here, and today we're going to be solving CMIMC Team 2025 Problem 9. CMIMC is held at Carnegie Mellon every year and is a very prestigious high school math competition. Now without further ado, let's dive in. So given a triangle AB equals 78, BC equals 50, and AC equals 112, construct squares ABXY, BCBQ, and ACMN outside of the triangle. We find the midpoints of MPQX and NY and label them L1, L2, and L3, and we're asked to find the area of L1, L2, L3. Now, first, we know that this is 112, this is 78, and this is 50. So let's label this point 0, 0. Now, then C would become 112, 0, and B, well, we don't know the height yet, so let's solve for the height. Now recall that the formula for the area of a triangle is base, which in this case is 112 times height divided by 2. But the area can also be expressed as Heron's formula. So in this case, the semi-perimeter is 78 plus 112 plus 50 divided by 2, which is 120. So square root of 120 multiplied by semi-perimeter minus 78 times semi-perimeter minus 50 times semi-perimeter minus 112. Simplifying this yields 120 times 42 times 70 times 8. And we can get rid of a few factors. For example, this and this both have a 7, which means that you can put the 7 on the outside. This and this both have a 10, which means you can put the 10 on the outside. This and this both have a 6, which means that you can put the 6 on the outside. And 2 times 8 square root is 4. Which means that the area of this triangle is 70 times 24 is 1,680. Now, this is also equal to 112 times height divided by 2. And solving gives you height is equal to 30. So this length right here is 30. Now that we know the height, let's call this point D. We can use Pythagorean theorem on triangle BDC. So that means that DC, let's name this x. That means that x squared plus 30 squared is equal to 50 squared. X squared is equal to 1600. X is equal to 40. Okay, so now we know that this is 40. So because that's 40, this is going to be 72 because the whole length is 112. So now we can put a coordinate for B. So that's going to be 72, 30. So now we know the coordinate for B. So then we can find the coordinates for all of the other points, X and Y, P and Q, and M and N. Now M and N are going to be the easiest. Let's do those first. M is going to be 112, negative 112, because the square, so you're just going 112 and then down 112. And then N in this case is going to be negative, it's going to be 0, negative 112. Because there's no X and you're just going down 112. Now that that's done, we can find the coordinates for Y. Now, if you look at triangle BAD, you can actually just rotate it and put an exact model of that triangle right here, with this being 30 and that being 72. And this means that the coordinate for y is negative 30, 72. And with the same reasoning, we can put a triangle here, and this is 72, this is 30. So this becomes 42, 102. Okay, now we can use the exact same triangle rotation on this square. So this is 40 and this is 30, meaning that this is 112 plus 30 is 142, 40. And Q, with the same reasoning, this becomes 40, this becomes 30. So Q would then become 102, 70. Alright, now that we have found all the coordinates, we can go ahead and find the coordinates of L1, L2, and L3. So let's start with L1. L1 is the midpoint of MP. M has coordinates 112, comma, negative 112, and P has coordinates 142, comma, 40. The midpoint is just the average. So this is the midpoint, which when calculated gives you 127, comma, negative 36. We can calculate L2, which is the midpoint of 42, 102, and 102, comma, 70. 42 plus 102 is 144. Divide by 2 is 72. And the average of 102 and 70 is 86. And then L3 is the midpoint of 0, negative 112, and negative 30, 72. Therefore, the midpoint is negative 15, negative 20. All right, now that we have all three coordinates of our triangle, we can use shoelace. So we start with one of the coordinates. We use another one. We put down our third. And then we repeat our first one. Now, shoelace, you have to tie your shoes. So we go this way. So negative 15 times 86 minus 36 times 72 minus 20 times 127, right? This is just negative 1290, and this is minus 2592. And I don't feel like multiplying the third one, so. And then the other way, recall that these are all negative, so this is way in the negative direction. When calculating the other side, you get 20 times 72 plus 127 times 86 plus 36 times 15. And all of these are, this is actually negative, yeah. So this becomes negative 1140 plus 127 times 86 plus 540, which is just 127 times 86 minus 900. This is equal to, negative 20 times 127 minus 3882. So now that we've got our two sums of products, we have to take the difference of this and this. So obviously this one's smaller, right? Because this one is smaller because everything is negative. So we're going to do 127 times 86 minus 900 minus this, which yields plus 20 times 127 plus 3882. Now 3882 minus 900 is just 2982. And then 127 times 86 plus 20 times 127 is 106 times 127. Now recall that after we do shoelace, we take the difference and we have to divide it by 2. So in reality, this is just 53 times 127 plus this divided by 2, which is 1491. So 53 times 127 is 381 plus 6350, which gives you 6731. Plus 1491 is 8,222 as our final answer. Thank you for watching.